Hello and welcome to this session of ExecuNet Masterclass. I'm your host, Tony Vlahos, sometimes known as the court jester of marketing, and my guest this hour is the king of sales, Mr. Jeffrey Gitomer. So what are you going to sell
Hello.
today? How will you sell it? These are pretty important questions, whether you work in the sales department, lead the team, or lead the entire organization. More important is the question, will they want to buy more from you tomorrow and the next day and the day right after that? Jeffrey has helped thousands around the world close the big deal, build a value-based relationship, and earn referrals in today's tricky environment. And today, he's going to help you. Really important stuff, and part of our commitment here at ExecuNet to connect you with trusted advice you can count on to make the best decisions for your career, your work, and your life.
The reality is, it's the relationship, not the price. You think about the 5 customers that you wish you had. The reason you don't have them, somebody else has a better relationship with them than you do. But the key here is the root word of relationship is relate. If your customer can relate to you, then you have a chance to build a relationship. And understand this big part, price is in your mind more than it's in theirs. Now, I'm going to give you the 5.5 great myths of selling before we get into the meat. Your manager, leader, coach thinks that you're on a team. Salespeople don't want to be on a team. They want the guy next to them to die so they can have his leads. If Bob dies, can I have his book of business? No. If you want a vertical team, that's okay. The accounting department, the warehouse, the sales guy, that's fine. But salespeople being on a team, don't even think about it. Number 2, my product is becoming a commodity. Well, if you're selling pigs or corn or oil, then you're correct. Anything other than that, you're selling something that has value someplace. Focus on the value. Number 3, I don't really need social media. I'm on LinkedIn. That's enough. And bonus myth, my customers love me. Anybody who has a customer who loves them that still bids doesn't have a customer that loves them. They have a bidding relationship. And I'm on LinkedIn, that's fine, but you have 563 or worse, 385 connections, and you don't do anything of value for them. Follow me on LinkedIn, do what I do. If there are men and women, and this is the 4th one, if there's men and women involved in the decision-making process, play to the man. Like, seriously? Men decide nothing. Men decide nothing. Women decide everything in this world. They have for 100 years. They're going to do it for the next 100 years. Number 5, if I can get in front of the customer, the decision maker, I can close the sale 90% of the time. Dude, I'm so sick of hearing that. I'm so sick of hearing that. So why don't you get in front of more customers? That would be the real question. What is it going to take for you to get in front of more decision makers? Where's the value? That's the whole deal. And number 5.5, committees make decisions. No. Committees argue with each other about who they want to pick, and then they go to their daddy to see if they can do business with you. Daddy, can we do this, Daddy? I think it's they said they're the market leader, Daddy. No. And then your daddy says, no, I got a friend, and that's where we're going to go with. You go, okay, Daddy, okay. And you call the sales guy back, and you lie to him. Come on. Committees do not make decisions, period. CEOs make decisions.
Now, a question that a lot of salespeople and sales leaders have on their minds is leads, right? So how do I warm up cold leads with, say, an email? Because that seems pretty cold to a lot of us anyway. And how do I qualify people for interest? I know these are very nitty-gritty questions, but we're talking about leads. Let's go.
Well, the challenge look at what I do. I post messages on LinkedIn every day. Well, Tony, let me ask you, did I call you or did you call me?
I met you somewhere in public and I thought you were pretty awesome. So I guess I called you.
Correct. I don't call anybody. I'm in sales and I make no sales calls. I offer value. People perceive it to be valuable and they call me on the phone. In 20-something years of giving more than 2,500 corporate presentations, I never made a sales call. I put value out into the marketplace. I put myself in front of people that can say yes to me, and I deliver value to them first, and then they call me. So the key in lead attraction is value. Can you attract the person to your website, to your social media, to your telephone? Can you attract them by offering something of value to them? That's number one. Warming up a cold lead means giving them something that they can use tomorrow so that they want to see what you have today. I don't want your 3-point, we can help you, we do this, we do that. I delete those, and I get tons of those every week. I delete every single one of them. But something that's going to show me how I can be better in my studio, I'm going to read that. That's valuable to me. Somebody that's going to teach me where to sit in the airplane that's the best seat or the safest seat, I'm going to read that because it's of value to me. So if you can put something in front of someone that's of value, I'm going to go for it.